Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this October the 4th, 2024. I'm hoping everybody had a great Friday out there so far. Everybody has a great Friday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be talking about Major Hurricane Kirk, which is located over the central tropical Atlantic. As you can see in the satellite imagery here, you got a well-defined circulation there in the center. You got deep convection around it here, and also it's a big system as well. So might as well say Monster Kirk that is. Alright, let's take a look at some information from the National Hurricane Center. This is the 5 p.m. cone. As you can see here, the tropical storm force winds in yellow. The hurricane is behind the X. Still remains a major hurricane through Sunday at 2 a.m. Then kind of slowly backs off into a Category 2 hurricane by 2 p.m. Sunday, and remain that through Monday at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. By 2 p.m. Tuesday should be just a remnant tropical storm, and then making its way over towards the Europe region in that part of the country. Alright, if you're tracking the system at home, it's located near latitude 23.7 north, longitude 49.4 west. Maximum sustained winds are near 130 miles an hour with higher gusts. Movement is to the northwest at 12 miles per hour. It is classified as a major hurricane with winds greater than 110 miles per hour. Alright, let's take a look at the computer models. As you can see, here's the system right here. Takes it off to the north and east and heads it over towards the Europe region of the continental areas there in that region. Alright, let's take a look at the intensity guidance. Right now it has about 115 knot winds equal to 130. Category, almost a category, it's category 4. Drops it off considerably way down into just a tropical storm, about 132 to 156 hours out. So that's information there on Kirk. Let's take a look at Leslie. As you can see here is Leslie. Leslie kind of beginning to get its act together just a little bit. Got a little bit of deep convection around the portion of the center of the storm. Let's take a look at the forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center. As you can see here, the tropical storm force winds. There's the hurricane status. Should be sometime later tonight or on Saturday. Remain a hurricane all the way through 2 p.m. They backed off from the major hurricane, but right now they still going with just a regular hurricane, maybe a category 2. Alright, currently here's the current position of the storm, located near latitude 10.3 north, longitude 33.6 west. Maximum sustained winds near 70 miles per hour with higher gusts. Movements to the west northwest at 7 miles per hour. Classified as a hurricane with winds of tropical storm right now with winds of 39 to 73 miles per hour. When it gets to 74 to 110, it will become a hurricane. Alright, forecast spaghetti-o models here. As you can see, here's the center of the storm, well compacted through at least about 168 hours out. Takes it off to the northwest, and then eventually it'll curve on off out to the north and east. Alright, let's take a look at the intensity guidance. 60 knot winds equal 70 miles per hour. There's the intensity guidance, category 1. Some take it to a category 2, but most of them category 1. One even takes it up here to a category 3. That's one of the hurricane models there as well, which you see here. But anyway, the rest of them just takes it pretty much to a category 2, 1, just a tropical storm. So we'll continue to monitor and see how Leslie progresses over the next few days. Alright, let's take a look at the current watches, warning, advisory map for your location across the nation. Alright, you can see here we still got some coastal flood, river flood warnings for portions of Boston, Washington D.C. area, eastern Virginia, eastern North Carolina, eastern South Carolina, down to portions of Georgia. Hydro issues over South Florida. Also, we have some frost advisories up here in portion Michigan and Wisconsin. Some red flag warnings up here in northern Wisconsin and northern Michigan. Special weather statements there as well. We've got a lot of red flag warnings stretching from north to South Dakota down to Nebraska, Kansas, also to Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, also over to Utah, Nevada, Northeast California, Washington, Oregon State as well. We got some blowing dust up here in Washington State. High wind warnings, watches Wind advisory across Montana, North Dakota, and portions of Minnesota, and portions of Idaho. We have some excessive heat warnings for you guys here in areas of Nevada, southwestern Arizona, southern California. Heat advisory is also in effect for portions of California. Alright, we only got one little area, small craft advisory, and that's right at the Oregon and Washington state line. Hawaii and Chain Island looks good. Got some small craft advisory, storm warnings along the Alaska coastal areas. Alright, here's a look at the tropics, wider view. But as you can see, this is 8 p.m. Here is Hurricane Kirk. Here's Leslie. There's a system coming off the African coast right now, has 0% over the next 2 days. System in the Gulf of Mexico getting a little better defined, has a 30%. Over here in the Gulf of Mexico in the next up to 7 days, has a 70% chance of development in the Gulf. There's Hurricane Kirk, Leslie, and another system has about a 20 to 30% chance, with 30% chance of development off the coast of Africa. Most likely this system here will turn off to the north just like the rest of these. This is here down in the Gulf of Mexico. Look like you guys in Florida and maybe even the northwest Bahamas maybe gonna get this system. But I would not put your guard down anywhere from South Georgia, maybe the Eastern Carolina, the Eastern North Carolina. Would not put your guard down just yet. Right now these are just model runs here, keeping it this way. It could tick back to the north. Some storms had ticked back to the north where it's located at now, so I will continue to update this as we roll forward. Alright, here's the rainfall totals over the next 7 days. Right now, the Gulf of Mexico is loading up with moisture. We'll dump a lot of precipitation over areas of Florida, including Central and South Florida, Florida Keys, Northwest Bahamas, off the Atlantic coast. Pretty much most of the areas where the hurricane affected areas in Georgia, the Carolinas, Tennessee, up toward Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio. No precipitation stretching all the way back to the western U.S., northern Mexico. We have some heavy precipitation also in western Canada, southwest Canada, southeastern Canada, also toward Maine, and lighter amounts elsewhere, but pretty much most of the country will remain rain free. Alright, well I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like these videos, share these videos, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Have a good Friday evening, folks. Take care.